Well, I don't know how I missed this a few days ago, but my god, the irony of it is like they're up there with the very best of them. This one relates to Andrew Neil, who must have forgotten not only what he supported a few years ago, but even wrote articles attacking large part of the country for medical choices they made, which has obviously now been proven right. I mean, 3 years on, with no jab, I survived the deadly
Pandemic.
that this clown said required jabs to be forced on people who didn't want or need it. In fact, this would be like Mr. Pandemic himself, also known as Panshot Rod Stewart, the medical expert, now coming out against the jabs despite him saying this in 2021.
Without proof of the vaccine, you can't go into a pub, club, restaurant, gymnasium, anywhere at all. You can't travel, theatre, you can't even go into work. I mean, personally, I have to say, I don't even think that we should allow people on the streets unless they've had the vaccine.
Yes, Andrew Neil, like shit Rod, was firmly in the medical fascist camp that openly supported using force and coercion to vaccinate everyone against their will, despite at the time it being common knowledge that the jab still bloody caught it. In fact, the government had to stop giving out the information on jab versus unjabbed going to hospital and dying because the stats went south, you could say. This is pretty much what happened with the whole narrative at this point, and following recent reports about the government's Ministry of Truth unit, Andrew Neil tweeted about it, clearly forgetting the crap he had written previously. Yeah, here you can see his tweet calling the Telegraph article about the counter disinformation unit a massive scoop. Obviously, it's not really. We all knew it existed years ago and called it out back then, but him tweeting this flies in the face of his support for it all, and this article here where he wanted to punish those who refused to take it. Maybe he's hoping everyone forgot about the little article, because if I was him, tweeting about anything to do with bat flu would be the last thing I ever did. The same is true for Panlam, Rod Stewart, Matt Hancock, and pretty much any of them when I think about it, because for me, them saying sorry ain't enough, as you know. I'll never forgive what they did to people, or in Andrew Neil's case, said about the public, or that should be done to them. Shit, just calling them scum of the earth don't even do it justice in my book. They're on par with Jimmy Savile and his ilk, if you ask me.